the hotel was nice with the AC, man, I'm telling you what, it's good. So I got to work today, so I'm just getting myself packed up and then I'm leaving. It's gonna be a fun trip back. This is my plan. Gonna hit the road right after class, try to make it at least to Savannah, Georgia, but I'm actually hoping to get to Rocky Mount, South Carolina. North Carolina. That's where I'm hoping to get. Then in the morning when I wake up, I will be able to hit the road again running and make it home. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how we can do it. Let's get the bike packed.
3 days later.
Alrighty then. It's hot in these rhinos.
Kind of hot in these rhinos.
Gonna hit the road now. I don't know how far we're gonna get, but here's the change in plans we have since the last time I turned on my camera. We have to get up to Rochester, New York, instead of going straight home and stopping in New Jersey to pick up a new exhaust. The gentleman's actually gonna mail it to me, which is better anyways than having to try to strap it on. Hey, look, my socks. Did they dry? Oh yeah, they did. That's awesome. I needed some clean socks. All right, so what we're gonna do actually is we're going to go to Rochester, New York. I don't know how many times I've dipped on this trip. Quadruple dipped. I got another job out of the blue, and if I go there right now, I can just take an hour or so detour off of and a different route home instead of having to go there and turn around and come back. A 14-hour round trip. 14 hours. So it's, as much as I want to get home and everything else, it's just better to just do it when I'm out. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to take Interstate 77, as long as there's no massive accidents or any other issues, all the way up. So it wants me to go 95 to get out of Florida, and take 77 up, and that kind of goes through Kentucky. It's going to go through, where else does it go? It goes up through Ohio, and then it skirts the Great Lake, I think it's Lake Erie, and that'll dump us right over into Rochester. So that'll be kind of fun, and it is already stinking hot. Hitting the road right on at 12 on the dot, and it's 91 degrees, humid. That's really one thing I don't like about Florida, is the temperature. I guess when you live down here, they say you get used to it somewhat, but at the other time you just kind of like do stuff inside, I guess. And to me, that's crazy. One thing I do like about the Revit gear is the zippers. There's a lot of ways to crack it open to get ventilation, and I've just really liked the Revit gear's fit as well. It's all snug, got really good protection. I wish that I could get some sort of sponsorship with these guys, but I guess I'm not big time enough. But I really, really like it. Their gloves are awesome. I'm so happy I have both gloves now. But I really do like their gloves. I originally started wearing the Revit gear when I had my Pan America, because my Pan America had Pan America gear that came with it, I guess. Whoa, volleyball. Hubba hubba. That's like professional. Because it's not hot enough right now, right? Yeah, anyways, I had the Pan America gear. It was good. Really, I really like the gear, but these are the Sand 4 gear set, and they're kind of like an enduro style. They've got like really nice ripstop fabric on them. I like the fact that there's snaps for the closers, not just Velcro, because Velcro just tears up after a while, right? It's all torn up. And yeah, I have been quite impressed with the breathability, but also the water resistance. So these have liners. They're They're not your Gore-Tex style that is a topical. And I like the fact that they have liners, because when you're really hot like right now, Gore-Tex, even though they say it's breathable, it really does not breathe all the way, and you run into problems with it not being able to vent as well. You get a little sticky. So I gassed up last night when I packed, got a full tank, good to go. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. I really wanted to try to do 1,000 miles in 24 hours. Iron Butt Challenge. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if I can. I don't think I will be able to though tonight. It's already 12 o'clock. I would have had to leave a long time early. This bike has been great for this trip. The tires are a huge improvement. I would never recommend anybody buy the Anarchy Wilds for any purpose whatsoever, unless you're just going to use this thing as a dirt bike, which would be ridiculous. But these Trail Max missions are fantastic. There's a Triumph Scrambler up ahead of me. He already gave me a thumbs up earlier, and I can hear him still up there. Once you get on the interstate, it'll be a long ride, but it'll start feeling better. Yeah, look at that. That's one of the 1200s. Those are awesome bikes. I had one of those. Really, really, really like them. He's got the Aero exhaust on it too, which sounds so good. That's what I'm getting for this, the Aero, by the way. Titanium, full titanium header, mid-pipe, flapper valve delete, and then the Aero header, muffler, silencer, whatever you want to call it. All right, give me a break. Looks like we're on this for a long time. That's a nice little bike. Fender Eliminator. That is cool, yeah. That is awesome. It's a cool bike, man. I miss my Scrambler 1200. Yeah, I even like that. He had those awesome little bar and mirrors too. Sweet. All right, let's get some tracks down, baby. Let's go. I just had to switch highways over, and I don't know if you can see that sign over there. Fresh liver and gizzards. Yum. Just got some fuel for the body. Father, I have sinned. I'm sorry. I had to get something to eat, and it was the most dysfunctional Burger King I think I've ever been to. Everybody was yelling at each other. I was like, I just don't want to leave here. But these guys here are from Ontario, and they're going to Mexico and then back around. Ride safe. He's got a V-Strum and a Africa Twin, so that's kind of cool. They rode down from northern Ontario about, I think he said they were 4 hours north of Toronto, which is, you know, a little bit of a jaunt. It's a little bit of a jaunt, but he just ordered a 1300, a GS 1300, and he's waiting for it to come in, and he's gonna ride it back. So really nice guys, really nice. That's him and his son, actually. And he said he's going down to Mexico and then coming back up through Vancouver to get home. So that is a heavy-duty ride. It's sprinkling rain a little bit right at the moment, but that's Florida. It's like clear, clear, clear rain, and then boiling hot. So just gonna get some fuel here and then get on the road. I am currently near Jacksonville, Florida, so kind of close to the line of Georgia. And really want to go to South Carolina tonight. I'm gonna do my very best to do that. When he said he got the new 1300 ordered and he's going to pick it up down here somewhere and ride it back, I'm like, man, you're brave. A brand new bike, first model year, and you're going to take it into like the Netherlands areas. I hope he doesn't have any problems. And the GS isn't the GS Adventure, so it's got a small fuel tank, which is kind of crazy. So he'll be, I mean, you can get some good range out of it still, but hey, you know what I found on my case? Another googly eye. There's too many of them. Whoa. Oh, there we go. So I think I'm gonna go this way. See what happens. There we go. The sun beating down. Quite the storm clouds. I also got to clean my windscreen on my helmet, my visor. It was so bad. I don't know what the bugs are made out of down here, but they stick pretty hard. It's like a brand new helmet. A lot of horse farms around northern Florida too. I was surprised. When I was in Burger King, this little girl, she must have been no older than 5 or 6. She comes up to me and says, "Excuse me, sir, do you know about Jesus?" I thought that was funny. And I said, I do know about him. And she said, "Oh, cool." Yield means yield. Come on. Gonna cause an accident, dude. When you're getting on the highway, you're supposed to be doing the same speed as everybody else. That's how you get into an accident. Pouring buckets, and then it cleared up, and it's a beautiful time out right now. And the beautiful thing is the temperature dropped. It was like 78, and it went up a few degrees. Now it's 82, but it is not as humid. So very, very, very comfortable now. Not super hot like it was before. I've got 62 miles left to get till I need to get gas, and there's an interchange, Interstate 26 in 46 miles on my GPS. So I'm going to try to get gas before that, and I want to look at the map because Waze keeps wanting me to take 95, like another 900 miles. It keeps switching over, and it says it saves 20 minutes. But if I look on a map, that route takes me up like past Washington, D.C. and Maryland and that all area. And I don't think that area is going to be very good tomorrow to ride through because it's Monday tomorrow. It's a work day. And I bet you there'll be a lot of traffic. And right now it thinks I'm going to drive another 13 hours, which I am not going to do. So probably right now 95 is faster because there's no traffic. So I'm going to stop and get gas up here at the next big truck stop and see, just maybe I'll ask maybe a driver, just say, hey, what do you think? What would you do? And he'd probably just tell me, I go get some green hot dogs and water the dead lilies. Yes, sir. Yikes. Please don't dump on me. Maybe I'm gonna shoot past this like F5 thunderstorm. The temperature dropped off. You can feel it, super cool, which is awesome, but not awesome if I have to drive through a tornado. I wonder if we'll miss it. 78, it's even cooler than that. 76. I bet you it's like 70 right now.
A few moments later.
So I did not miss it. And it's 71. And it's pouring buckets. So I'm going to hide behind my shelter here. I'm going to get off at this exit actually and get fuel. Figured why not, since it's torrential. And that'll give me a second to figure things out. Just stop for a minute. We're in South Carolina somewhere. Getting a Red Bull. I love the coconut Red Bull. Those are my favorite. This trip has been so bad. I'm eating like fast food and drinking energy drinks. Honey, if you're watching this, I love you. It was just like Noah passed me on the highway and said, it's about to rain. But then, just like that, the sun comes out. It's awesome. Look at the double rainbow. That's cool. It's starting to rain over here again, which is annoying. There's a fellow Harley guy. I'm surprised he hasn't taken the breakdown lane yet. Maybe we wait till after the wait station? I don't know. Honk if a kid falls out. Maybe a kid fell out. Your bumper sticker. Honk if a kid fell out. I was gonna bump the emergency lane and cut up here to try to see if I can help him, but cavalry was already on its way, so I didn't want to go too crazy. And a paramedic fly car showed up too, so nobody's really running around, so it looks like it would be necessary. This guy's sideways in the road. There's somebody in the ditch.
One eternity later.
Hi, it's VoiceOver Pete. My microphone decided to go to bed before me, so here we go with the voiceover. But anyways, I made it to just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Conagree National Park, in a pretty rough area, so I was a little nervous to camp here. In fact, there was only one lady sleeping in her car in the parking lot. I had the rest of the park to myself. So I set up, made tent, and went to bed. I'll see you in the AM.